You're very annoying for that.
What was that?
You're very annoying for that. Alright, guys. What's poppin'? It's your girl, Bri. You know? We at the not for sale. Let me stop playing.
I'm about to say, put some more energy into that. What was that?
I'm sorry. I am very tired. I had a long day. But anyway, what's up, guys? This is the Not For Sale podcast. I am your host, Bri.
It's your girl, Swaggy Z.
It's Sheem.
That's the only that's how you
That's
write
it.
it.
Yeah. Told you, I'm not full of many words. I say shit and I just be quiet. And I speak when I'm spoken to.
It's alright. You're going to talk a lot on this show. We ain't
Sound
trying
like the
to-
real Caribbean child. I speak when I'm spoken to.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
I was
You
ready.
got a lot beating tongue.
Yeah. My grandma don't say.
Don't got the beatings. But how was everybody's weekend? We were off for like a week. It felt like forever. Damn, that shit's crazy. But it's only been a week. So what's up? What you been up to, Gar?
You know, I just been chilling. I got a new job.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Oddly enough, I got the confirmation on a Sunday. And I
That's
interviewed for it on Friday. So
Oh, that's
Yeah,
lit.
that was quick.
That's
yeah,
cool.
that's why I was like, that's not odd than Sunday, but alright, cool.
Listen, that's more money back.
Yeah, in fact, and they're already putting me to work. I had to design something for them. I just submitted it today. I started on Tuesday, and then we're having an event on Saturday, so I gotta shoot on Saturday. So yeah, they put me to work already.
That's good. That's good. How was your weekend?
My weekends are the same, just like weekdays. You just stay working all the time.
That's good.
Honestly, nothing changes. No sleep, no nothing. Just work.
What you do? Since you working 24-hour days, 7 days a week and shit.
I mean, it depends on which day.
What you do majority of the time?
I mean, I got my car rental business.
Okay.
I got one here in New York, one in Florida. I got my car dealership here. I got my partners and shit. And then I have, like, I don't want to say personal shopping for, like, celebrities, like, and athletes and shit. It's more like, I don't even want to call it babysitting. But like, basically, whatever they call me for, I just get it done.
Alright.
And that's it.
That's what's up. That's babysitting. I
Basically.
used to do that. Not anymore. I got a new job. It's lit. It's at a nail salon, so it's lit. You know, getting my nails done for free. I got my armpits waxed today. It was lit.
That
You
shit
know?
don't hurt?
Nah. You wanna know why it
It's
didn't
probably
hurt?
so fast.
Not even that. It's because I tried to wax myself and I hurt myself. So everybody else, it's just like easy. So I felt like that was easy.
Why did you wax yourself?
Because I didn't feel like going. I didn't feel like
You tried
shaving.
waxing your underarms?
So I went
You didn't
to.
use nail, bro.
No, hell no. Nail burned me the last time I used
More
nail.
than wax?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Yeah. Nail burned me. Like I was burned for weeks. Fucking with nail. But I had the Sally Hansen strips.
The self-waxing shit?
Mm-hmm.
Like you just rub it on you and warm it? No, you're weird.
Why do you know about it, but she's weird?
Why do you know about that though?
You never watched the movie, what's it called? What's that movie? Girls' Night or some shit.
Girls trip?
Girls
no,
trip?
not Girls Trip. It's some white people. And they killed like this fake stripper. She was trying to self-wax herself and all
I
Oh,
know what you're
the-
talking
the
about. I
white
never
girl
watched it though,
version
but I
of
know what
Girls
you're
Trip.
talking about.
that. Yeah.
The one, because they came out at the same time. They came out with Girls Trip, then they had to come out with
You
a
know,
white
it
girl
wasn't
version.
that bad. All I had to do, it's already, the wax is already on the strip. So all I had to do was rub it
Yeah.
and then get it hot and then just put it on and just take it off. It's easy.
In the movie, she just rubbed it on her thigh and stripped it on and put it over the nigga's mouth, trying to keep him quiet.
Oh, see, I didn't do all that now.
Nah, that shit just weird.
But nah, it was good. It was a good experience. You feel me? Like, I'm hairless. It's lit. I'm excited. What's Sean? Why your face is like that?
Because I can't believe you really tried to wax yourself.
I did though, and it really came out really good, nice and smooth. I didn't have to shave for like a month. It was lit.
You better than me because no, sir. Mm-mm.
Listen,
I ain't watching my
I mean, you a nigga. You're not supposed to be waxing nothing.
What? Nah, you got some of these niggas out here be waxing everything.
Why would a dude be waxing?
Some of these niggas really think.
You ever seen a dude wax it, get his like balls waxed?
No.
Yo, I've seen it before. It's hilarious.
No nigga should wax their
LaShawn,
balls
why are
unless
you
they
watching that?
You no, you've ever seen the 40-year-old virgin when he did it in the movie?
He waxed his chest, not his
No,
balls, bro.
it's like that though. It's legit
what?
like that.
Okay.
Listen, I had a good waxing experience. Next one, I'm gonna have to actually go somewhere else because it's been untamed for a while. Well, it's not untamed, but it's tamed, but it's not.
Listen, I stay with European wax centers, so I ain't never leaving them.
But let's get into our icebreaker. So I saw this quote over the weekend, and the quote said, "Bad habits are hard to break after 30." Do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree?
You said after 30?
After 30.
I feel like that'd be hard for us to know because none of us have ever been 30.
I feel like I'm 40.
So since you feel like you're 40, let's talk about it. Do you think bad habits are harder to break when you get older? As a guy?
It all depends on the habit, to be honest. And then being like from a Caribbean background, they always say like you gotta bend the tree from its young. So it's like you get older, you done stuck in that way. So like, how you gonna change it?
But I feel like that goes with any age.
Facts.
That's true.
Once you get stuck in your ways, it's quiet. You
But
don't
that's why I
want to
said it
change.
depends.
You don't want to change, but you should change.
But if you stuck in your way and you've been doing this for years and it's been getting you this far, why would you change?
Because it's not good.
Tell
That's like
Tell that to the people that don't want to break their bad
that's like
habits.
dudes. Okay, prime example. I was watching Grown Up Hip Hop over the weekend, and Bow Wow continues to go after the same type of chicks. Like it never.
Nah,
fails.
they be looking at like too.
Exactly, and that's the weird part. Like
I mean,
you
I don't
don't
blame
see.
I don't blame. They bad like shit.
Yo, I can't say that.
Well, nah, you can't blame them.
Listen, no, you have to.
Just 'cause they look good
just
don't mean
'cause
they're
they
not
look
good for you.
Don't mean they good for you.
Nah,
Because they
that's facts,
clearly
that's
not good for him.
That's facts.
He's
What's
still single at the end of the day.
What's the last one? Kiyomi?
Or the one that
Is
left
how
him
you
for Young
pronounce
and
her
May?
name?
I don't know.
Kiyomi?
Kiyomi, yeah.
Something like that.
She was a mess.
Yeah.
She was
I
a
prefer
mess.
Joy. That's why I got focused.
Facts.
That's why I fuck
I
with Future.
prefer the baby
I'm
mamas.
dead.
That's why Future my
Sorry.
son, you heard?
I'm sorry. But do you realize, okay, so this actually goes into one of our topics actually, but do you realize that Bow Wow and Future's kids are siblings?
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody
Ciara and
else
Bow
find
Wow's
that
kids are
weird?
siblings.
Does anybody find that weird?
Mm-mm.
So this is just normal.
I mean,
Yo, low
Your
key, Bow Wow and
ex's kids
Future have
are
had beef for
they
years.
date the same people, so Bow Wow had Ciara, Future had Ciara, like, they date.
I mean,
Once you're in that type of lifestyle, you don't really, like, there's a limited pool of people that you can
Nah, I ain't
be
even trying to
with.
hear that. Nope, I'm not trying to hear that
No.
because this is why the same niggas recycle the same 5 chicks. I've probably seen the same 5 chicks my entire life. Like, I just go ahead.
Okay. So, like, all right, let's take this whole Lyra and P situation, right? You wasn't going to talk about that this episode, was you?
I was, but go ahead.
All right, I'm going to just do a little segue and
Okay,
then get on.
Lyra Galore, who's Rick Ross's ex-girl,
we ain't gonna get into
and
that.
P, who's the head
I ain't gonna
of...
comment on that. I ain't gonna comment on that.
Yes, you are.
No, there ain't reason. I ain't gonna comment on that.
Listen.
How many people will see this? I ain't gonna comment on that.
No, but okay. When I mentioned her, I was mentioning her to say, like, with the type of lifestyle that you live with that person that's in the industry, once you get accustomed to that lifestyle, you can't go back to just eating oodles and noodles. Like, you gotta have somebody that can
Nigga, but
keep
that's
up
why
that
it's
lifestyle.
called get your own money, sis. So you never have
People
to go back
are
to eating.
lazy.
What you mean? Look
What
at
you
Erica Mena. She
mean?
bounce in and out of the fucking lifestyle. Erica Mena.
She does.
She
Well,
with
she's been
Safari
more
now,
consistent.
so
Huh?
she with Safari now, so
But not for nothing. She ain't really fuck with nobody heavy too. So
Yes, she
I ain't-
has, because she's been with Cliff, she's been with Rich. Come on, stop.
Who's
You
Cliff
know.
compared to Bow Wow and Rich
Facts.
and
Who?
Safari? Who the
Facts.
fuck is Cliff?
Facts.
Yo, apart no. Since Bow Wow's little Bow Wow days.
No, you hear his accent.
He said, little Bow Wow is.
Nah, little Bow Wow. When he was little Bow Wow,
Where you from?
he don't have like that pull like
Nigga,
Cliff.
where the hell you think? Like, why is that a question?
Because it's not a question for me, obviously.
It's a question for the viewers, the listeners.
If they don't know, then
Nah,
that's on them.
I'm straight from Jamaica. I came here when I was 16.
Okay, no problem.
Sure.
I just want you to
Accent
get out.
too
That's-
strong.
Right? Heavy.
Nigga say you should have been knew that. Bitch, I know. I knew. But the listeners may not.
Yeah, no, the accent be coming out sometimes.
When you get passionate, you see. You felt some type of way about that lyric.
Nah, because Cliff my man's. Like, Cliff is like my man.
Cliff?
Yeah, from DC. Like, I be in DC with all of them.
Oh, you actually know him?
Yeah.
He's handsome, but he's a little scary to me.
Who, Cliff?
Yeah.
He be pulling bitches. He used to be with Indian on him.
Damn, the same 5 bitches.
When you get to that lifestyle, hello.
Oh Lord, Zara, don't do this. Please.
Don't do what?
Don't be like that.
Do
like,
what?
I'm gonna tell you this now, so that when we get there, I don't have to remind you. Okay?
What?
I'm
'Cause I
weak.
know
you calling her
this
up?
is
She said
That's
when we
what
make
I'm
it to
saying,
that
like,
level,
what
bro,
the fuck?
don't
I
be
didn't
them.
because they're on her now, so I can
Nobody's
only imagine.
on me, okay? Nobody is
I
on
can
me.
only imagine
They be on.
5 years
Should've
from
seen
now.
it.
Look at my face in the corner.
Thank you.
Yeah, they was on there. I be
Thank you. Like, come
Mm.
on, stop. Should be trying to front
That's
like
right.
we don't know.
I had
Like
to
we
make my-
know.
I had to make my move fast.
I feel you
Welcome
on
party.
that.
Wait.
Welcome
No.
party.
I feel you.
Met her
See?
little friend. I was like, yo, what y'all doing after this?
See? That's what I'm talking about. A man that takes affirmative action. I feel
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't even
I can
hold
tell you
the
exactly
camera.
how it
Wow.
But she not even gonna say nothing. But it's
you.
like,
No, because she's speechless right now. She don't have nothing to say.
Cause I was like, damn, why y'all call me out like that?
Thanks. I feel like every episode, like y'all just call me out on something. Like I don't understand.
Zara, like I'm about to stop coming.
It's okay. Maybe season 2 you'll start calling me. out.
Never.
Maybe.
Never.
Maybe. Nah, they called me out
You
last
contributing
episode.
to it, so
Me?
yes, you.
Nah.
Like I said,
Me?
oh.
She know you longer. I don't-
What that
I
mean?
don't even know.
She don't know what happened on that trip, and you telling everybody
Oh,
what happened.
oh,
I ain't say nothing, but I said I pulled up.
oh.
We ain't say nothing happened after. I could just say I got you.
I didn't say that.
Yeah,
You
this
said talking
tea
about
is
everybody was
delicious.
funny, so that's why
This
you had
tea
to
is
pull up quick.
good.
Okay.
You adding to the mess.
Well, I pulled up on you the first day. What happened after? Ain't on me. Okay.
Oh, so you pulled up on you the first day?
Like I said, I pulled up on you the first date. I don't have nothing to do with the second and third date.
I wish I could have zoomed
Two
in on your
parties
face
each day.
just now. I wish.
I pulled up on her the first party.
Oh, you knew what you were.
He knew
So,
what it was.
The second party. She was doing her thing.
Yo, you see Zara's
You see the video with the girl in court and the dude was like, yeah, that's me in the sex tape? That's Zara right now. That's Zara right now.
Wow.
Yo, I am weak. Yo, but Zara's sitting there trying to act like she don't know what the
Zara's
fuck is
like-
going on. You know exactly what we talking about, fam.
In the corner like, nah,
I said she ain't saying nothing right
Nah,
now.
she ain't got nothing to
She
say because
quiet.
she's nice and quiet.
That's crazy.
This is our least favorite
You can call me
episode.
cuz. We can call Cora.
Oh!
You know what?
I'm done. I ain't fighting no
Go
more.
ahead and
I
call
ain't
your
fight-
friend.
Oh, who?
Since you want to be talking about you want to call my friend, go ahead and call your friend. What your friend was doing that whole weekend.
Which one of my friend? Who you talking about, Juju?
Yes.
Oh, he was in Cora.
Oh,
Oh, weekend. My son was busy.
since you want to call me out.
My son couldn't even
About
go
to call
couple
Cora
parties.
right
His
now, like,
thighs was hurting. That little Cora
Not
was
your
going.
thighs.
Nah, his thighs was
Oh my
done.
God, not your thighs.
Oh.
Oh my God. I
Cora little, but she like a little pocket rocket. Son said she can.
A little pocket rocket.
Nah, I'm done sending this stuff.
He fucking dead.
Yo.
Y'all gonna stop talking about my friend Cora like that.
I'm crying.
Yeah.
That's for Cora pull up like, who said what?
Who said what?
I'll FaceTime
Listen.
my son right now. Don't play with me. I'll FaceTime my son right now.
I'm
Boy,
dead.
I was
Oh
dead
my
about to
goodness.
call court right now. Like,
I
bro,
can't.
they
Like,
talking
bro,
about
niggas
you
is
bad
talking
up here, bro.
bare shit about you.
That's
What?
crazy.
I ain't say not a word.
I'm telling Corey you was talking about her.
Yes.
Crazy.
Anyways.
Nobody be on me, so continue
Oh
with your
my god,
conversation.
here we go with this
He
bullshit.
just said that
He was just
you.
on you,
He
bro.
just
He just admitted it. Like, I don't
He
understand.
have no
Like,
shame in his game. He said, I pulled up on you the first party.
Set
He
off
said
rip.
he was
He wanted
on
the
it.
smoke
One
off rip.
person is in everybody.
But
Okay?
that's one good enough.
Okay, but that's one person
one
sitting
person.
right next
So
to
people
you
don't
right
be on
now.
you?
Nigga, I ain't say that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say that, but nobody do be on me.
Now I
We gonna say
know
that.
you not with the lies over here.
We gonna say that. Anyway,
Nobody be on you?
How did
we gonna pull up
everybody
the
like?
group chat
How
about?
did everyone like
okay.
Meek Mill's champion album?
Shit.
If you want to talk about those two
No,
niggas that had
sure
DMs
don't.
from earlier,
Sure
right? Oh,
don't.
Niggas was in there.
Sure don't. Let's not talk about that.
Oh,
That's
niggas
not
being-
fun.
She
Okay.
changed it.
Two, you mean three. Those
You want to
three.
talk about me,
right.
but you don't.
Let's
I don't
talk
get DMs.
Let's talk about Meek. Okay. I don't want to talk about Bri. I want to talk about Meek. 'Cause that Meek that album was actually fire. Wait, did you see his
What
freestyle?
you mean actually fire? Did you not expect it to be
No,
fire?
I didn't.
Why?
Because first, okay, so I didn't expect it because sometimes when people get out of their kind of situation in their personal life, their music sometimes is a little rusty, in my opinion. But he came and bodied the shit for this album.
Nah, I honestly.
He bodied the shit. Like I didn't expect that to get all of that like greatness from him.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like I didn't get it.
But I feel like in Meek Mill's case, Meek Mill came up on the struggle. You know what I mean?
You're
like,
right, but
like
his-
since he came out, like that's been his thing.
Yeah,
that
but
he's
every
coming out of
album-
something. So
nah,
I'm
we're not
saying,
even gonna say that because Dreams, like, no, because over the past year or so, I really haven't liked Meek's album. I didn't like it because of the context. I didn't like it because of its delivery. I didn't like it. Like I didn't fuck with it. This album, I fucked with. Like I listened numerous of times. It gave me it's super playback. Like I fucked with it. And then the hot 97 freestyle he
Oh,
did.
that shit was.
Don't
Bodied
doubt
that
my son.
shit. I was like, oh, he's really coming for niggas now.
You don't doubt my son.
You're right. Next time I won't doubt him. I promise. I probably won't make that mistake again. But very good album. Any new music else you listen to, Zara? My good friend. Any new music y'all listen to?
Nah. I be fucking my old shit mostly.
Yeah, just that. And then like while I was listening to these, I be listening to like random dudes on Instagram and stuff.
Like just random, like you just strolling.
Oh, nah, that Kodak shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, how was it?
Yeah, that shit.
Oh shit.
Nah.
Like yo, his face.
My
shit
bad.
that bad.
Nah, every song in that Kodak shit fire. Every single song. That shit beat.
Okay.
That shit, dude. It's like the way how he laid that shit down on the album is like this nigga dead knows everything about his life and he's just like watching a movie of his life and rapping about it over a beat. That
He's great at storytelling.
yeah.
That's good. I didn't expect that from
I
Kodak.
felt it.
You felt it.
Felt it. Yeah.
If you want to say that.
I
That shit
can't
fire.
stand him and his fucking beard. Anyway.
Why you're fire?
Anyway. Have you watched Love and Hip Hop?
Yes, I just caught up on everything.
Okay, so tell me.
That's happening
Okay,
on Love and Hip
so-
Hop and Black Ink. So
Okay, so here's my question for you. Do you really care if Alexa Sky is on Medicaid? Well, her daughter is on Medicaid? Like, does that really affect, like, your thoughts on, like, her and Love and Hip Hop as
they
a
just have to
franchise?
give her a story. She literally has no storyline other than the fact that first her storyline was the fact that she stole, quote unquote, stole Masika's man or baby father, and now that that's over, she just has to find another storyline.
Wow, damn.
I ain't sure.
You don't even...
No, I don't really watch Love and Hip Hop like that, to be honest.
Why, though? Why is it that dudes don't watch it?
No, I mean, if it's on, it's on. If I watch it here and there, it's just, it's not all that.
You're not feeling it that much?
Nah.
I think we watch it because it's hilarious to watch the fuck shit that people
Honestly,
actually do on television.
I'd rather watch that nigga on Instagram. What's his name? Yeah, best friend, the Kendall nigga. His recaps of Love and Hip Hop.
He having me crying.
Yo,
Kendall
nah.
is funny.
Yeah. Like I watch his shits, and then if he said an episode was funny, I'll maybe watch that episode. You know what I mean?
How do you feel about the Jacquay and Cayenne tales right now? Do you believe it? Do you not believe it?
Believe what? That he cheated on her?
That nigga too soft for Kanye anyway. She a real bitch. If she sees holla at me, you heard? But I'm saying,
Oh.
she a real bitch.
Heard it.
Heard it.
That nigga too
Shoot your
soft.
shot, bro. Shoot your shot.
I'm saying that nigga too soft.
How you
for her.
next to
How
one
you
girl
know
you
he
just
not-
hollered at, trying to holler at the next girl?
Of course, because he's a guy.
Nah, I'm
You
just
don't-
different.
He's a guy.
Nah, I'm just different.
No, he's a guy.
Nah, I'm just different.
Guys do that all the time.
Nah, most niggas be telling bitches, oh, nah, babe, you the only one. Then
No,
holler
no,
at
no,
the
no.
next bitch.
What?
Me? I keep them all in one spot.
The Jamaican in
He's
you
a
just popped out
Jamaican, that's
real
why.
quick.
She ready.
Disgusting.
Nah, I keep it a bar. At least
So-
I'm honest.
Since you're a Jamaican, I have to ask you this question. Would you fuck with a girl who makes less money than you?
That makes less money than me? I mean, her money don't make a difference to me, to be honest.
So you don't care?
Nah.
Zara, would you care if your nigga made less money than you?
Of course.
No. Really?
I know for him it's gonna be a problem, but for me,
Why?
no. Because ego.
Male ego.
No, that's literally it. Male ego and what they're taught about what's supposed to be being a head of the household or being a man is supposed to be.
Well,
I mean,
yes.
have your wife, your girlfriend making more money than you is like go completely against that.
It's a
So
new
for me, I
generation,
wouldn't
though.
care.
What you mean it's a new generation?
Well, that too.
Like, this generation
Nowadays, I
is
feel like a lot
mostly-
of niggas would be appreciated if I was making money and they didn't have to do shit.
Nah, I would say not do shit.
Wow.
Because if a female makes more money than a nigga and the nigga doesn't do shit or even doesn't look like he has like any potential, any want to go or drive to go forward and do something with himself, then that immediately becomes unattractive. Unless that bitch just dumb. But
There's
this,
a lot of dumb bitches. in
No,
this
OD.
world.
but this generation though is more of like a woman empowered generation.
And as Jamaican, do you like that? Do you not like that?
I don't mind it. I'm not
Okay.
like women.
I have to ask. I have to ask. 'Cause
Nah, like-
I get a different answer every time I speak to a guy like that.
No, like, no, you can't. Like, I have sisters and all that. So for me to say I'm not happy for women to be advancing themselves and pushing themselves forward, or even surpassing men, or breaking through on certain platforms that men used to fully like dominate, and that type of shit. Like, I'm fine with it. All power to them. Not for nothing. I'm one of those niggas that has no problem even learning from a woman, or even say working for a woman, but I don't work for nobody. Check that. So yeah, like, it's all good to me. But not for nothing. Ain't nothing sexier than a woman that already got her own, or a woman that has a drive to
Say
push
that
her
all
own
the
shit.
time.
If you make more money than me, and I already make a lot of money, yeah, we good.
Zara, any comments
What?
about what he just said?
No, I mean,
Do you agree? Do you not do you disagree? Do you care? Do you not care?
no, I mean, he kind of said like on the lines of like what I was saying, like like nowadays it's changing, but I feel like there's still enough people that still don't fuck with it. If that makes sense.
They just close-minded, if you ask me.
What do you mean don't fuck with it? Like the woman
Like there's
empowerment
still
thing? Or?
not the woman empowerment thing. Like I feel like there's still a lot of guys nowadays that are for that, just as long as we don't surpass them or come close to being their equal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could
Like
see
they're
that.
like even with this whole like how in corporate America so called like women make 75 cents to $1 when men make $1 or more or whatever.
Mhm.
So it's like I'm sure like there's all these movements for Black women and women in general and Latino women and minorities to make a same amount of money as their counterparts, but there's still a lot of people who are like, yeah, go ahead, make the advancement, but I still want to make more money than you. Yeah. Or, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, go ahead, get this position, but I still want to be higher than you, or X, Y, and Z. Or, like, there might be situations where it's like you have a couple in a relationship, just regular people, and it's like the girls want to say, like, well, I want to start my own business, and, like, somebody will be supportive until she actually do that and she gets more successful than the person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like there's a lot of people that feel like him, but also a lot of people that are still, like, they fuck with it to an extent.
You know what we call that? Bad mind.
So, the one headline I kept seeing over the weekend that kind of blew my mind, and you know what I'm about to say. Is the Cardi B and Offset saga. Between them breaking up, him going on stage, interrupting her Rolling Loud shit, which I don't necessarily agree with, because that's like you going to her work spot and like going and professing your love to her at work. Like, that's mad disrespectful, at least to me.
How would that be disrespectful if it was like an actual work setting?
Because that's mad unprofessional and I'm at work. There's certain things for work and there's certain things from home. When you know you fucked up, do you ever go to your girlfriend's job? Like, nobody
got time for that.
It's also
Thank you.
It's also disrespectful because she's clearly asked for space and is trying to deal with it in a certain way, and you're continuing to force yourself upon her. So it's like you did some shit, but you still want to be like, alright, but at the same time, I still want you back. So this is what it has to be. Like, no, like, let me have my space, let me process, let me do what I need to do. You're disrespecting my wishes.
My son misses bitch though.
Okay. You can miss me on your time, not on my time. If you really want trying to get back with somebody, you would respect their time. You respect that she's at her show and she's making her money, and she can get in a lot of trouble for that.
If you would never fucked up, you would never have to miss her.
He literally crashed her in her
show. Say that shit again, LaShawn. Say that shit again.
If you would never fucked up, you would never had to miss her in the first place.
Boom.
You shouldn't have fucked up. You kept your dick in your pants. You would have been Gucci.
You would have been fine if you kept your dick in your pants.
Or kept your dick in your wife. Like, what you should have done.
Fuck nobody though.
Come on, stop. Come on, stop.
He still said he was entertaining them.
I need you to stop. And as a dude, I need you to stop.
What?
Entertaining them.
So
that's why those two bitches from the strip club got beat up, because he was entertaining them. Okay. You must have a different definition of entertaining.
He's Jamaican. I'm just say that.
I'm Jamaican. We Jamaican. What the
You're right. But you know exactly what I mean, though. So.
I be putting on shows.
You said what?
I be putting on shows, entertaining these shows.
I see.
When you have a girlfriend,
it's showtime.
When you're in a relationship, you're entertaining other bitches.
Nah, when I'm in a relationship, I'm in a relationship.
So cool. Let's
so
turn that into a marriage.
You're over here entertaining bitches.
If I'm single, when I'm single, of course.
But he wasn't single.
He wasn't single. He was
married. Married.
Ring and all.
So he shouldn't be entertaining nobody.
And a kid. Oh yeah. By the way, did you see Culture? She's
Bro, he done got 4 kids. Like, this man is busy. Fuck, you got time to be entertaining.
He's like P.
And Future got like 10.
That's a fact. I have lost count.
But Future's single. Future is single. He can do that.
For now.
He can fuck bitches
He's
however many times he wants.
My
He's
son's
single.
never single. My son
Future has never been honestly
He's single when he want to be.
He's single when he wants to.
Listen, whatever Future doing,
he's single.
it worked because all his girls is in line. They all know their position. They all play their part.
That's why I said go.
Offset don't got
That's
that.
what I'm talking about. Future know what he doing.
No, Future
don't take tips from Future.
You see
Please don't take tips.
I'm gonna say you see the type of life he lives. Don't take tips.
Future is goals except for the kids part. Cause right now I'm at that one and done level. You know what I mean? Yeah. But Future know what it is.
Why are you at the one and done level?
Cause I already got one. I'm good.
Oh, you have a kid?
Yeah.
Aww.
I got a son just turned 4 the other day.
Oh, you have a son? So maybe you're not as ain't shit as I thought you was.
No, he still ain't shit.
I mean, he got a son though. If he had a daughter, I'd be like, yeah, you really ain't shit. Like,
Oh nah, God ain't gonna give me more than I could bear. I can tell you that.
He would have lost his whole mind if he had a girl.
Yo, if he had a daughter, he'd be like,
His
yeah,
whole
nah,
life
this life
for the
not for me no more.
He
He said, I'm hanging it up.
I'll be stressed.
He'll be have to worry about these little boys after his little girl.
He don't have to worry about a
yo,
boy like him after his girl.
No, you gotta understand. I make beautiful kids. After this one, I can tell you I make beautiful kids.
After this
You got
one,
one kid.
You got one kid.
You make
How
a
can
nice
you go
looking
by
kid.
off of just one kid?
You got another one on the way?
No.
Oh, okay, because I was about
I
to
was about to
say.
say, so how you know you make beautiful kids?
Right.
So for
Kids
one,
is plural.
I make one beautiful one so far.
Okay, we see?
The only one though.
The only one.
Yeah.
Until for
Oh,
now.
big.
Let's say the for now.
Ain't
Let's
no
put
for
that
now.
out there.
No, Bria, don't fall into the trap, Bria. Don't fall into the trap.
Look at
I'm
his hair.
crying.
He's just so cute. See, I told
Just
you.
wanna
I'll
pinch
show
his
you
little
mom,
cheeks.
So you know I make
Okay, let's
beautiful
see. Let's see the mom.
You trying to say his mom's is ugly?
kids. Nah,
Oh.
Nah, I want to
okay.
see what the moms look like. Cause
It's just that he know
most
more than
likely
me.
he looks like his mother.
No, you don't.
He doesn't.
He denied that real quick. He said,
Damn.
nigga said,
Alright, so
I
let me
gave
see what
him
the
all of
mom
that.
looks like.
I'm weak. Cora FaceTime me.
I'm weak.
I should call her like, Cora. They lying on you, bro.
Listen, we not lying. We spinning real truth.
Call Cora like, Cora, they lying
He
on
looks
you,
like
bro.
his mother.
They telling
You
you.
wildin'.
Stop it. He
You're
looks like his mother.
wildin'.
Zara, tell me he don't look like his mother.
You're bugging. You're bugging.
Tell me he does not look like his mother.
No, I don't think so.
You don't see that kid's face? I guess.
You're bugging.
He's a nice blend of them both.
You're bugging.
Oh, nah, he got your nose. It's over.
That's what I said. I'm like, yeah,
Bugging.
nah.
He's got you.
He stole
You
his
got
face.
that. You got
I
that.
don't know what
He
you're
took
talking
pride
about.
in that. He said,
Oh, so that's why he
you're
said he got good looking kids because they look like him.
Mhm.
Heard it.
Kid.
Heard it.
Good looking kid.
And he got the hair, all that. Yeah, the hair is important.
Says the man that don't comb his hair.
Facts.
I
But
don't
can't
need-
take
but I
care of his
don't
beard.
need to.
What do you mean?
I
You
don't
know,
need
everybody
to.
needs
But you
to
comb your
their
beard.
hair.
It looks like it needs to be combed.
How do you
Yes.
comb your beard
Yeah,
but you
buddy.
don't comb your head?
Yes.
This is actually on my face.
Yeah.
Huh?
This.
So you just walk around looking like a chia pet all day, and that's fine.
It works.
Okay.
This is on cheapest.
Yeah.
That's
That's why you have one son. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
that's why you got one son.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. That's why.
Mhm.
That's exactly why. So, Zara, what else on the agenda list you want to talk about?
Woo, Lord.
She's just having a shit load laugh storm right now.
Oh,
She
gee.
not even talking. She just over here
And she's just
dying.
sitting there dying.
Because LaShawn is dead pressing you right now. And I'm like,
me
Pressing
oppress who?
She not pressing me.
I am but 5'2". How am I pressing him?
Bro, you was just pressing him about how he don't comb his head, but he comb his face.
Because that don't make no sense.
Exactly. You coming at
Why? 'Cause it don't
You
make
telling
no
me
sense.
you gonna wake up out the bed, head
And
looking like
comb
who
your
shot John,
beard
but you gonna comb your
Before you
beard?
deal with your head like that sounds.
Well, no, I ain't
crazy.
say all that. I told you there's.
You say you don't comb
There's
your
a
hair.
okay, so
There's
there's a
an art
method.
to the messiness.
How? How does this work?
What you mean?
Your hair don't wake up like this every day.
No,
Facts.
It's
You
not-
definitely
You're
do.
not
I
Beyonce.
still
It
got-
don't wake up
I
like
still
that.
got emotion on it.
Lord.
I
But
just
you
make
don't
it
comb
look
it.
nice. Nah, for what?
So how does the moisture get all the way to the roots? You
Rub
only
it
touching
in.
the end
'Cause
part.
I don't need to actually deal with all them knots and shit. My hair don't get knotty and all that. It really don't.
Must be blessed.
Ain't that a bitch? You know what? I'm done with y'all niggas. Anyway, so since you say you have a kid, here's my question: when you have kids, especially daughters, do you feel
Look
like
at him sweating. Look at him.
He's
As soon as you mention daughters, look at him sweating.
like sweating.
He like, don't wish that on me, please.
I swear to God, I hope every guy in this world gets one daughter. I want every guy in this world to experience having a daughter.
Niggas gonna be pussy after. I'm telling you.
That's cool. I'm fine with that.
I
Because
mean,
if
you
it's-
just gotta have a healthy balance.
yeah,
You know, you gotta
and
be
that's what
that
it
nigga
forces
and just have a
guys
little
to
pussy in you, just
is
a little,
understand
a little.
what the balance is. 'Cause right now the balance is a little off.
Listen, if you not pussy
Scratch
a
it.
little,
A
you
lot.
not scared to do anything, which means you quick to go to jail. You gotta have a little
Facts.
a little
right
common
now,
sense.
it's risk it all.
When I say pussy, I mean I'm just gonna be soft towards my daughter, and that's it.
Okay, what's the
I'll-
issue with that?
I I'm just saying.
We're not asking you to be soft to no one else.
That's the only way I would be pussy. You talking about not taking risk and all that? Nah, fuck that. Niggas take risks every day.
Heard you.
Heard it, Poppy Junior. Heard it. Heard it with the coolie hair. Heard it.
That's why he don't comb his hair.
That's why he don't comb his hair, because he got coolie hair. Heard it. Say less. Walked in, I was like, who's this coolie kid? Like, it's okay. We accept it. Either way. We ain't got nothing else in the week. But, Zara, so so back to my original question. When you have kids, especially daughters, you can't keep changing niggas. Do you agree?
You can't what?
Keep changing niggas.
I thought she said.
Oh, like if I have a daughter and I'm a single mom and I keep dating people, I agree.
To what extent?
Well, so listen. So my parents split up when I was 4, but I lived with both my parents, and my parents both dated people while I was younger. But the thing is, my parents didn't introduce me to anybody that they were serious with. So I'm pretty sure. So like, except for example, my father. Like before I was in high school, I only really remember my father ever having like one girlfriend. Now I'm pretty sure he's dealt with a bunch of different people between when he finished dealing with my mother and the woman that I knew he was with for years when I was in high school. But between then, I only knew one other lady because this was the one person that he was dealing with on a consistent basis. She was going to be around for a while. And also, my father used to do social work, and so he saw firsthand, like when we were little, that when, you know, how it affects kids when the mother is paying more attention to the boyfriend than they are to their kids. And when you have somebody coming in and out of somebody's life, like you get to count, when you're a kid, you count on that person, and like kids like routine. And when it's somebody new coming all the time, you know, you start getting attached to people. Like it's a bad, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just a bad cycle of like you getting attached to people and people
are leaving you.
So that my parents didn't want that, so they didn't introduce me to people like that until when I was in high school. When I was in high school, I was cool. It was like, you know what I mean? Like nobody that my parents ever dated were trying to replace either of my parents. So it was just like, all right, cool. My parents got somebody else that they dealing with. They don't gotta bother me.
That's a
But I feel like when I was little, like if I was younger, when I was like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, whatever, and you know, so say my dad or my mom was always in and out of people like this, I'd have been like, damn, well, why this person keep leaving? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you don't, even though it's your parents' relationship, like, you feel like, well, damn, well, why would they do that to me? Like, we were so cool, or I had this bond with this person, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like I agree, because the way that I was raised with that.
What about you, Cool?
Me, nah. I don't co-sign with it.
You don't?
No.
Why? That's
Not
really
even-
weird,
not
especially
even
coming from a dude.
Not even with sons, to be honest. Like even with my son, I don't bring him around like any female. To be honest, like if it's a girl I'm fucking with or whatever the case may be, even if I get serious with somebody, because I was serious with somebody like after my son was born, and all that, never really brought him around until like maybe we were together for like a year and a half.
Wow.
And then even after that, they started to get close, and then what happened? We break up, and that's where I realized like I can't be doing that. So like even now, if I bring him around a female, that's just daddy's friend, and that's it.
Gotcha.
He not gonna see me too close to her, no, not too intimate. Cause even though my son is 4, this one that nigga dumb smart.
Kids are smart.
Mm-hmm.
Kids are
So like there's certain shit that I just don't do like around him.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And then more so now with a daughter. I don't have a daughter, but I have nieces, and both my sisters aren't with their baby fathers anymore. So with them and their dating and all that type of shit, I mind you, they're older than me, but I always tell them like at the end of the day, don't let my nieces see none of that shit, cause if it comes to the point where my nieces end up being hoes, I'ma fuck them up.
Shit. Not hoes.
How do they equate to each other?
Cause if I feel like a young girl growing up seeing that type of shit,
Seeing the inconsistency of men.
she gonna think it's okay. Cause it can go the other way where she's like, all right, my mom did this, I'm gonna make sure I don't do that. But how can you be so sure? I'd rather them not take that chance. Cause at the end of the day, I'm gonna fuck somebody up. Cause I don't want no niece to be hoes.
So your son could be a hoe, but
Who?
your
So
son
your
could
son
be a hoe, but your
but your
nieces
niece
can't.
can't.
I'm not saying my son could be a hoe. Not for nothing. I want to raise that nigga right. if he decides to do whatever, I can't knock him for it because I lived a certain type of lifestyle.
So he don't get beat up.
So he
but
don't
your
get beat
nieces
up,
do?
but your nieces get beat up.
Ooh. Because again, it sounds like a double standard, honestly.
And
But-
no, it is.
Alright, it is. Alright, it's a double standard, honestly. But to just how I see it, I'm not saying I want my son to be a hoe, whatever the case may
No.
be. He gonna do what he gonna do. Feel me? But I'm gonna try to raise him right. I'm gonna tell him to always treat women right. Even if you fucking mad bitches, you still treat them right.
Even if you fucking mad bitches.
Just be honest and keep it wrapped.
But they never do.
Well, keep it right.
Yes, they never do. Dudes don't wrap shit up now, unfortunately. It's very bad.
Says the man with one kid.
Exactly.
He like, I know from
He
experience.
like, I know from experience. You feel me? Like, niggas get comfortable and poof.
Yeah, fuck that.
So nobody cares about STDs anymore?
Huh?
See,
I mean, yeah.
I was on that tip from long time. As soon as I got to college, I had a box of condoms on me, and niggas used to look at me weird, like, "Why you got condoms? What the fuck
What
you
the fuck
mean?
you
Why
mean?
do I
I'm
have
not trying
condoms?
to
Because
catch
if
what you got.
your ass decides not to bring one, I'm not gonna be the stupid one and get caught up or fall for that dumb shit. Oh, just this one time. Oh, let me no, nigga. I got
let me
there's a
pull
box
out.
right there. Go get one.
What?
Like what?
They
No,
be
no.
like, that's not even my size.
It's a whole variety in there. Choose one.
Zara was a savage.
What? I'm supposed
Yeah.
no, because how I look like coming to y'all niggas and coming to my parents talking about, oh, I didn't this, then gonna
I
ask me,
would
well,
fuck
didn't you
you
use
all the
protection?
way.
Aren't you on
I
birth
would
control?
fuck
Yeah, but he
you
didn't have one. What you mean he ain't have one? My father gonna be like, why didn't you have one?
I would fuck you all the way up.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like,
there's no
what?
excuse. People think that only guys are supposed to carry condoms or girls shouldn't have it because they this, that, and third. No. Scrap that. We live in a real world. If you're gonna start having sex, you should have a condom.
I don't got nothing.
Well, then
Yeah, that's why you got a
sex.
kid. That's why you have a child. Because you don't have nothing to say for that. That's exactly
actually,
why.
we ain't gonna talk about it on the air.
No,
That shit-
talk about it on the air.
that shit deep.
Express yourself, my big
But
friend.
this is
Go on.
why we here. You're supposed to express yourself.
Nah, that shit
Or
deep.
at least filter it.
That shit deep. Alright, let me see. Let me try to do it as discreetly as possible.
Mm-hmm.
My baby mom's was already working. I was a sophomore in college.
And how old was your baby mama? Was older than you?
No, we the same age.
Okay.
But she started college early, finished early. I started late because I played pro before I went back to college.
Pro
Soccer.
basket, soccer.
Soccer,
Okay.
yeah.
So Caribbean.
Yeah, he's super good.
That's why I came here when I was
God
16
damn.
to play pro. But so I ended up fucking with her after I got locked up and shit. She held me down and all that. That's a whole different story. We get to that. Then, so
Tom,
We-
shut
Back
up.
up.
Tom, shut up.
so we got mad close and all that type of shit. Then she ended up getting pregnant or whatever. But she got
She ended up getting pregnant.
Yeah,
I need to stop you.
She
there.
she was on birth control, for one. We were in a whole relationship, all that, so we've been stopped using rubbers and all that. She was on birth control, then all of a sudden, and plus she claimed she got irregular periods and all that. But then,
Yeah, because every girl does.
then out the blue.
Well, I guess it would depend on what type of birth control she's on, because different birth controls.
Know that shit.
You her man.
You
You were her man. You were supposed to know
You
this.
supposed to know this.
He just like, oh, I could go in raw. I cool.
I could say less.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
out of the blue, she just said she's pregnant. We go.
Out of the blue, she says she's pregnant.
Yeah,
and
then-
I need you to rephrase
Yo, just
that.
let him finish the story.
Saying, out of the blue, she pregnant. You know what I mean? And then we go to the doctor or whatever, and they're like, okay, this is basically the last chance she has of having any kids. Like right now, she can't have any more kids. Feel me? So I was just like, yo, fuck it. I'm in college doing my shit. I'm hustling and all that at the same time. I'm like, we go for the kid. Fuck it, keep it. And that's why I got it. I love my little nigga though, son.
Yeah, 'cause he looks like you. He looks like you.
Yeah, but trust me, there's a lot more to it that I don't necessarily want to get into. But, you know?
I mean, everybody has their kind of relationship ups and downs.
Yeah.
That still is no excuse for carrying a condom.
Yeah, that's the truth right there. You're right. You're absolutely right. Why do niggas do that though? Like, why do niggas just
Because
stop
they think they
wearing
Superman.
condoms? Like, is it comfortability? Is it because they feel that what the fuck is going on over with these two niggas?
Bro, I'm here behind the camera.
Bro, I'm trying to be back there with you. Like, let me just.
It's about to be the
We
Zara
never
show.
about to be the Zara show this time.
Wow.
Like,
Nah, because she talking about the whole condom situation.
I'm just saying, you should always have condoms on you.
that's a fact though, but clearly he does not use them because
He
he's
don't
over here
believe in
looking
that
up
practice.
in the sky and looking for answers up
Nah,
in
I
the sky.
had condoms at BRT.
We not talking
We
about
not
that.
what?
We're talking about right now. We already know you done did your thing at BRT.
Yo, you got a
weekend.
kid,
No.
bro. We know you don't use condoms. Okay, let's be real. Like, let's be real.
Cause she talking, but she just bringing up the whole condom shit over and over and over. I'm just like, okay,
That's the topic that we were talking about.
okay.
I'm confused.
I
Alright.
can't with it. I can't.
Heard the vibes.
Yeah, I feel the vibes. Fuck heard it. I feel it.
Necesito agua.
Yes, so.
I guess
You need
so.
some more. But you do need some more.
Anyways.
So, Zara, 2018 is finally coming to a fucking close.
Finally.
It's taken so many months. I'm kind of tired of 2018 at this point.
You throw the whole year away.
Yeah, I'm second.
What was a shit show?
Yeah, like this year was wild between jobs and people and just like life was just a lot to deal with. this
No, I
year.
feel that.
But it was a good year for like new music, new artists, understanding yourself, understanding what you're able to deal with, what you're not able to deal with, and the shit from niggas just changes every year. It changes every single year.
They just get bolder and bolder, and you know what? No, I was thinking about this the other day, and I forget exactly. I meant to write down my thought, but it had something to do with. We were talking about this the other day, that how like the standard of dating is going down.
The standard of dating or the standard of girls?
No, the standard of dating. I just
Okay.
mean in general.
Both.
Whereas anyways, I just mean in general. Whereas the things that people accept, and I was thinking of it kind of in the mind frame of like think about it like in the 50s and the 60s. Guys were. And granted, of course, if it was the same mission as it always is, but guys, they would go to your house and come pick you up when they want to come take you on a date. They would say hello to your parents. They would court you. They would walk you home from school. This, that, and the third. Like certain things, and it just as I feel like in life in general has become less and less fancy. I'll say, and for lack of a better term, so has like social and dating life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the fact that for example, like. People don't dress up anymore. People don't.
That's true.
People don't know the meaning of like dress. The meaning of dressing up and being fancy doesn't mean anything as what it used to, or wearing brands and certain things doesn't mean as much as what it used to. So I feel like in that respect, the same thing is happening to with people in dating and what they'll accept and what they won't accept. Whereas like people are getting away with more and more these days.
More and more shit. Yeah, I agree. I feel like the landscape of dating, but I guess it's only changed like that just due to how the climate of like gender roles has changed. Like women have become like, I don't really need a guy. Like they're cool, like they're entertaining, but it's not more of a need anymore. It's more of a like, I can do this myself. Like, yeah, it's cool to have him there and entertaining, but at the end of the day, I can still like function and fuck myself. Like I don't really necessarily need.
Fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Masturbation is key.
It ain't the same though.
Okay, so granted, you're absolutely right. Granted.
You put that cold ass dildo on your shit. What you?
No, first of all,
No.
watch your mouth.
This is not what we're talking about.
It's not cold, first of all.
You put it in the microwave.
Ew, no, that breeds bacteria. Oh,
In a microwave.
I don't fucking know. I don't have one of them shits.
no. I would
You
hope
should
not.
try using one on a girl. when you're having sex, maybe you should try that. Try some different shit. 2019, get you ready. Anyway,
Take notes.
take a chance.
Fucking dildo.
Take a chance. You may, and the dildo is not necessarily for you.
Oh, it's
It's
for y'all.
for to pleasure her. So at the end of the day, regardless of, see, here's my thing. Niggas get their nut off either way. Like it's not. They don't have to do much. For women, it's a little bit more kind of work for us to get to our climax.
I feel like that's not true.
How?
I feel like because I feel like
I'm gonna
if
come back here.
more people engaged in foreplay and made that just as important as sex and just getting in there, then girls would be turned on. You know what I'm saying? But guys, most
guys
people,
do not
most
think
guys
about
like
that.
to go straight in the pussy, like, oh, let me finger you a little bit just so I can get in. Whereas it's like, if you kiss me a little bit here, there, you know, tickle, whatever, then we can get it popping. But like, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't. Guys, when they go into things with the mindset of I'm trying to get my nut off, they're not thinking about shorty. That's why people think, or girls think, oh, it's so hard to get me off. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
You just gotta pay just as much attention to
As you
each other.
care about yourself.
Exactly. Like
care
you just do a
about
little
me.
bit. Like people think it's so hard. It's not hard. Just
See,
ask her
I'm
what she like.
What you
Blah blah
mean
blah,
different?
and that's it.
What you mean you different? You can't just say I'm different.
Nah, like, no, she right with the whole, like, most men just want to jump in, get their nut off, be out.
And we out.
So, like, for me, my pleasure comes from female's pleasure.
Good job. Good job.
Like,
I hope you're not saying this because you're on a female podcast.
Right. Practice what you
All right,
preach.
bullshit.
You
So
can ask
look,
her.
You can't
Whoa!
ask me nothing.
You can ask
I
her.
got
You can't ask me nothing.
You can
Word
ask her.
We not.
We can ask you something.
Word,
But-
Zara? Can we ask
Answer
you?
your question.
Can we ask you a question, Zara?
No,
Can we-
Is that what we saying? We can ask you something,
Can we
Zara?
ask you
No?
something?
Anyways, but nah. Like,
Zara's like, I hate all of y'all.
Zara, like, my name not
motherfuckers
Zara no more.
right now.
but nah. Like, for me, if most niggas, like, tended to what women wanted more often, sexually, then, not for nothing, I ain't saying shit would be easier for them, but it would
But
be.
shit would be easier.
Yeah. Cause like, yeah, your nut off is cool and all, but like, having a woman, a female like, at full fucking ecstasy, she squirting on your shit, she fucking going crazy, she telling you she about to come, especially if they speak another language and they fucking screaming in that other language, boy. That's the shit what gets me off.
We.
Like me
Yeah,
just,
you should.
me just, like most men
Just
like,
boop.
they finger, they
That's
kiss
it.
a little bit, suck a titty, then bend you over, hit it from the back. Nah.
That's it.
To me, I don't even like hitting most bitches from the back, to be honest. Again, I apologize for saying bitches. You know, I don't like
Female.
yeah, most females from the back. Like, to be honest, like, to me, it's like most men do that for like a whole dominance thing. You don't need to dominate. Sometimes you let her run her own show. Let her work a little bit. You know what I mean? She do what she need to do on top. She get that first 2-3 nuts. Then you take over again, my nigga. You know what I mean?
That's
You
all
find her
she-
spot.
It's not that hard.
Yeah.
But guys don't think
And
about
you don't
that.
need to be rough either. Sometimes you could be soft. You caress a female. You know what I mean?
It's
Apparently
like
you
a
lying.
wrestling-
That's not what you do. Apparently you lying. A little Brady just told me you lying.
Oh,
Alright.
shit.
Nah, okay.
So you lying out here on our
Nah.
podcast
Mm.
already?
Mm.
Ain't nobody lying. Our situation was different.
So y'all's situation was different. So this doesn't necessarily equate to that situation.
Nah, because you don't do all that shit from on the first time. Like, especially when, like, if you meet somebody at a party, you don't do that shit the first time. You know?
Why not?
What do you mean?
Why not? Why are you not doing that the first
You
time?
don't use it.
Why you can't bring your
Why
A
you
game
can't
the
bring your
first
A
time?
game the first time? So no, wait, before you shake your head no. The only reason why I say that is because I feel like if you bring your A game the first time, she'll always come back.
I'm not saying no. You got a point right there. But, like, to me, weekends like those, you don't put out your A game. Right there is just more so you will go that weekend, whatever happens, happens. You get some, you get some. You don't, you don't. You know what I mean? Like, whatever happens after that, happens after that. If they come back around after that, then you feel them out, with maybe a second time, if after that second time, it don't really go as to how you wanted it to go, you could try for a third, or you just let it rock. And then the third time is when you actually like. Feel me?
So it takes you 3 times
Yeah, because
to actually like go full throttle.
for me personally, it's just it's I'm saying how to put it. It's more so.
Cause what if your vibe with somebody with someone made you want to do that a little sooner than 3 times? What if you like
Then
met
that's a
somebody
vibe.
in a club
Then
and like
But then
your
that's-
vibe
but
was
then
lit
that's-
and you
but
was
then
like, you know
that's
what?
the vibe. If you catch that vibe from the jump, then that's different. You know what I mean?
Catching the vibe.
Yeah. If that's a vibe from the jump, then that's a vibe.
You don't
from
catch
the jump.
vibes, Zara?
No, I just said that because I'm like, it's just funny. Like that's the term now. Like that's what they go. Every generation has a term for whatever that is.
I guess. I mean,
Yeah, I guess you're right.
men are just complicated at this point. Like, y'all just
Not as much as y'all. Y'all
what? How?
female
How?
be most
How?
complicated.
You gonna have to explain that a little bit.
It can't be explained. Y'all just complicated. Point
Why?
blank.
Well,
Why
do
are we
you think that
complicated? Why do you
females are
feel like
complicated?
we are complicated?
In every way and fucking form.
So
Every way and
if
form.
there's every way, you can give an example.
It's too much to give. I don't even want to touch on something and I get attacked because it's 3 hours.
You not about to get
You about to
attacked.
get- I haven't been attacking nobody all night.
Huh?
You and Center engaged. That's
I'm done
so
pressing you for the
nice.
evening, so.
You know, President?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't pressed nobody all
I
day.
ain't pressing this entire time. If you think you about to, if that's pressing, you be alright.
You sneak chat, boy. It's okay.
Who's sneak chatting? My computer's right here.
How you sneak chat? Anyway, I can't.
Anyway.
So explain. So explain what you mean.
What?
How are females complicated?
Y'all just hard.
How though? Like,
What
you're not
makes them
giving- you're not-
complicated?
What makes us?
I don't even know where to start. Like, real talk.
A.
We could.
That's somewhere to start.
No, we could go as far as, alright. Alright, what y'all want to eat? We don't know. What you feel for it? What you ate today? At least we don't gotta get that. We can rule that out. But I may want that though. But I may not. That's how some of y'all are. I'm just saying. That's just one example. Simple. That's one of the simplest examples I could give, and that's just fact.
So-
That goes
you
both
agree with
ways though.
Who?
It's not only like females to be like they
Nah,
don't know
I
what they
know
want
what I
to
wanna
eat.
eat.
Sometimes guys don't know what they want to eat either.
They need to
Listen,
know what they want to
They
eat.
know what they
I know
want
I
to eat,
wanna
but they don't know what bitch they want to fuck.
Talk that shit, Zara.
You gonna
Talk
let her
that
talk
shit.
to you like that?
You gonna let her
I
talk to you like
wasn't.
that?
Wow, why y'all putting me?
I know she
wasn't-
ain't talking to me.
It was just an example. He gave an example. I gave
His
an
face
example.
just shut down as soon as you said that. So that's why we retracted that statement
Listen,
for
if he
him.
feel like he feel a type of way about that, that's
Nah, I don't.
That's his business.
No, I don't.
You don't. Okay,
He's
so
secure in himself. He don't need to feel no type of way. He got this.
So now she defended.
Wow, so I can't press you. I can't defend you. I copy. We're not friends. No, because I'm
it's
good.
over now.
I stand my
You
corner.
see, and
So-
that's what he'll say. Women are complicated, but you
Mhm.
walked yourself into that one.
Mm, it's okay.
That's good.
Now I know.
Now I know. Now she knows she can't defend you.
No.
No.
He liked me more when I press him, so I'm pressing.
Facts. Right way. Right way. Let's see what's else is on this motherfucking agenda. Y'all niggas is crazy.
What do you think about that, bro?
In terms of what?
The standard of dating going down.
I don't agree with that.
Why?
Because I feel like everybody's different. Everybody's standard is different. Do I feel like there are females out there that are lowering their standards for a certain attention from niggas? Absolutely. Do I personally feel like the niggas that I'm around who do that? No. Like, it's either you come correct or you don't come at all. But again, you know I'm very black and white. Like, listen, it's
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I just mean the dating standard in general. Like, the fact that, you know, we talk about, like, the way that niggas come at us. It's like, something has...
courtship wise?
Huh?
Like courtship wise.
Yeah, like, just the fact that, like, something that a guy would say, and it's like, 20 years ago, you wouldn't even say something as crazy as that. But nowadays, like, people feel comfortable to say certain things. That's what I mean when, like, I say the standard of, like, dating has gone down.
Yeah, because guys feel comfortable enough to just come and be able to say anything and there not be a reaction from it. But little do they know, Bri's not that person. Like, Bri's gonna react. Like, no, that don't sound right. It don't look right. Nah, I'm not with it. Like, Zahra knows. It's very black and white for me. If you cool, we vibing. If we not cool, I'm not fucking with you. Like, it's a dub for that. Like, there's the nigga that was in my DM over the weekend. He stood me
You
up.
said there was no nigga.
There's a nigga. But, okay, so.
Plus two.
Okay, so let me explain. I'm not interested in these niggas. These niggas are interested in me, and I don't really care. Like, that's them. Like,
They gonna watch the show and they gonna be taped.
I don't give a fuck. The fuck? Like, what does that have to do with me? We're not fucking. Like, you'll be alright? The fuck? No. But anyway.
Nah, she meant that.
Because for me, I'm a person, like, I go above and beyond for people when I feel like it. When I feel like there's a guy that may be of interest to me, I give you a shot. But if you decide to fumble, that's not my problem. Like, I don't care anymore. Like, the guy that was in my DM, we were supposed to hang out. He stood me up. It was a dub. Like, I'm not hanging out with you no more. Like, we can meet up at a bar. If I see you at a party, I'll say what's up. Like, I'll give you a hug. But other than that, like, we're not chilling. Like, we're not doing it. We're not about to go down that road again.
What kind of date y'all was supposed to go on?
We were supposed to go to the movies. So, I didn't really, again, everybody has their shot. You lose your shot, that's up to you. Now, his friend is now in my DM. And I'm just like, well, his friend / client. So, listen, I don't have no control of this, okay? All I can do is take what I can get and move forward. But niggas do that shit all the time. They'll fuck with they know that their man's is talking to the same chick, and they'll go after that same chick and see how far they can get. Niggas have done that.
Not I.
You've never talked to the same girl as your friend has?
I mean, me and my man shared a girl before, but that's different.
How? Explain that. Explain how that's different.
Because we planned it.
Did y'all let her in on the plan?
Did y'all let her in on the plan?
No, because he said, because we,
Niggas
like,
said no, it's in that
there's a
confidence,
whole
too.
nother person
Like,
in
you
this
told 3
equation.
ass
Nah.
people.
We're not gonna tell her.
Nah, look, let me tell you. We see a girl at a party. I was like, alright, boom. First it was like, who can get her? So he pulled up first, got the number. Then he's just like, alright, I got it. You can still try and see what happens. So I tried, I got it. So he's like, how we gonna finesse this now? So.
But y'all don't know that y'all just got finessed.
Who?
Zahra, you know what I'm talking about though. So stop.
No, but she didn't see us together though.
At all.
At all.
I find it very hard to.
Cause look, he was like, it's like he was already at this party. I was at a whole nother party. The party I was at ended. Then, like when I pulled up at the let out, she was like over there with her friends. We were like parked a way off, but we could see them. So he pulled up, like we were talking about it before, and he just pulled up, got her number. Then we let it breeze for a little bit. Then I walked, like literally, past, and then come back up the block.
And see the same chick.
And I was like, yo, boom, I got the number. So he's just like, yo, how we gonna finesse this? He's like, yo, let's see if she gonna say nothing. And then we just both of them just sharing it.
Wait, so
I'm
do
still
you consider that a
confused.
train, or was that a threesome? Like you, your friend, and then the girl?
Like we wasn't together. Like I had her this day.
You
she
fucked
had
us
the
up,
next
Brenda?
day, yeah.
Oh, I thought y'all. Okay.
No, he ain't about to do all that now.
Yeah.
No, legit.
And
When
the
he
thing
said
is,
it,
like-
that's what I first thought. Like I thought they both had her at the same time. That's why I was
And
like,
we ended up having fun with that shit so much we did it to like 2 other females. And then they found like all 3 of them ended up finding out and they were blown. They were like, y'all are friends. We basically brothers.
Y'all niggas.
Y'all have a
cool.
very
Same
weird friendship.
Pussy, that's a weird ass friendship. I'm sorry. That's a weird ass friendship.
Not surprised.
Why are you not surprised, Zara?
Because I seen how his friends operate.
Oh.
He wasn't even
They ain't
there.
shit.
That friend wasn't there though.
Just
Remember this BRT weekend,
What the fuck is BRT weekend?
beach road trip weekend,
You know.
where they
What
have.
the fuck is that? I don't
It's
It's like-
basically it's carnival for Jamaicans. That's what it is.
I don't go.
It's not. It's
I don't-
not really carnival. It's just
Yeah,
like
because
It's
that's
carnival
that's
for
brand new.
Jamaicans.
That's brand new. for me.
no, because it's carnival is different.
Carnival
It's like
is different though.
you.
It's carnival for Jamaicans.
It's really just like a little weekend concert. Like
For
last year they
Jamaicans.
had Marshall and Alkaline.
Oh,
Jamaicans.
Oh, that shit. Okay, that's carnival.
It's for
That's
the
carnival to
Jamaicans.
me.
That's it.
I don't consider that carnival, but whatever.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, it's
That shit
all
don't
for
miss
the
me.
Jamaicans.
Of course it don't.
You said
Clearly.
of course it don't.
No, because he said it don't miss him. I said of course it don't.
It's
That's why you
all
have a
for the
child
Jamaicans.
Nope, that ain't got nothing to do with it.
That's why you have a child now.
He said the child
Because
came
you having
before
fun
this.
In
Mhm.
BRT weekend.
Child came
BRT
before that.
is all for them.
Child
They have
came
carnival
before-
1 month, and then they have their carnival the next month. That's how that goes.
I hear that. Listen,
They go to BRT to go fishing.
I hate him.
You gonna catch something you don't want. I'm telling you.
You going what?
He gonna catch something he don't want.
Mm-mm.
Gonna be a crazy chick.
Mm-mm.
You
Keep
better
playing.
strap
A
up.
what?
Gonna be a crazy chick. Keep
Nah, we
playing.
been caught those. I caught a couple of stalkers and all that type of shit.
And
You
you still
lie.
do
No.
that?
Okay, tell me about this stalker situation.
Nah, I'm telling you, that shit, like, for real, for real.
Mm.
Like she stalked you. How though? Like
I was in college. This was like after my son was born, after I broke up with my baby mom and shit. I played college soccer. I went to her school to play against her school. She literally, cause like you know they print out the roster and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Watched the game. Waited, basically, her and her friends waited outside the locker room for us to like get shower, change, and come. We walk into the bus now, and she's like, "Oh, number 15, da 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 da." She pulled up to me. I was like, "Oh, alright, she type decent. I was good, da 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 da." Feel me? Her school's like an hour and a half, like away from mine. So I'm just like, "Alright, move me now, give me a number, we could talk. This is that." I have her number. I didn't give her my number. I was like, I'm gonna text you, whatever. I'm on the bus. She finds my Instagram. DM'd me. "Oh, what are y'all doing tonight? It's a Saturday night. You probably be having like a party or something, right? You guys just won, da 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 da. Cause you know, college shit. You play a game, you win, party."
yeah.
She's like, "Oh, me and my girls are willing to drive up." I just met you. I haven't texted you yet. You found my Instagram and DM me. Regardless, she pulls up to campus and she's like, "Oh, I'm on your campus." DMs me again. I still haven't called her or texted her. "I'm on your campus, da 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 da." We walk past some guys, basketball guys said they're going to the soccer house. We have a soccer house, so we have soccer parties. He's like, "Oh, I'll just meet you there." Literally just sends me the whole shit. So I'm just like, yo, this bitch dead not dead ass. So she pulls up, I'm lit or whatever. She pulls up, I see her, give her a hug, this is that. She literally stands in the corner the whole night while like I'm just there with other females and other niggas. You're smoking, drinking, all that. Just stands there and waits for me to be done doing everything. I say, "Oh, boom, I'm leaving." I'm dapping everybody up. She literally walks outside and starts talking to me. So I'm being nice now. You came, whatever the case may be. All that.
Damn.
So I actually give her my number now just to be nice. All that. I get back to my dorm. She's just like, "Oh, the girls want to stay at the party. I don't feel like being at the party no more. Can I come chill with you?" So I'm just like, "Alright, fuck it."
He's a
Pussy.
dummy. He's a big old dummy.
I'm a
Right.
nigga.
You're a
I'm in
dummy.
college.
Listen,
And you're
I
You
was
could
like,
have
fuck
ended up
your
on
son.
first
So
48.
and you're
What you
paying your
mean?
facts.
Story.
Fuck.
Go ahead.
I mind you, she typed decent too, so I'm just like, "Alright, fuck it." Boom. I pull up to the door, whatever the case may be.
Thinking with your dick.
She pulled up.
Thank you. That's all he's doing is thinking with his dick right
Yeah.
now.
Pull up. I hit. Cool. Boom.
Was the sex even worth it?
Huh?
Was the
Was
sex
the
worth
sex
it?
Yeah, nah, she wasn't going all out. That shit was decent. I ain't gonna lie.
Decent does not mean it
Decent
was
is
worth
not
it.
worth it.
When I say decent, it's like me saying that it's lit. I just like to use decent when I say it's lit. That's just how I talk. But yeah, that shit
So
was
if
lit.
you had to rate it from a 1 to a 10, what we looking like?
She like an 8.5.
Alright.
Okay,
So
alright,
okay,
so-
go ahead.
So I was like, "Alright, boom, fuck it." So now she actually leaves. Her friends call her, she leaves. we have a home game that Saturday. She shows up at the home game. Say hi to her, whatever the case may be. We actually didn't have a party that weekend because we actually go into the city a lot and party. I don't know how she found out. She ended up in the club with her same friends, same club that we were at.
Shouldn't have slang your schlong again. Should have kept it
And
in
that
the
happened.
pants.
That happened for like 4 weeks straight, and I was like, yo, nah.
Wait, what do you mean it happened for 4
She
weeks?
just randomly kept popping up 4 weeks straight.
Either at the soccer house or fucking at.
Did she even know your name?
Huh?
Did she even know your name?
Yeah, of course. She saw my name on the roster.
Boy.
But she called you number 15. That's not your name.
Yeah, well, like, and tell you, so that went on for like a little minute.
Look, what's a little minute? Like months?
Like basically like a whole year. Because by my senior year, when
A year? Oh,
And she
nah.
kept Did you keep fucking her?
Nah, I
Oh.
fucked her once.
Because I was about to say, you were just as bad
Nah,
as
you
she
just
is.
as bad as she-
Nah, I'll tell you, that shit was crazy.
But you think about you thought with your dick the entire time.
Yeah, I was in college. It was wild.
And now
What
what
does
if
that
she?
mean?
What if she would have
What
snapped?
does that
in
mean? What if she
college.
snapped?
And would've stabbed you
your
or some
neck?
shit.
Like, what would have happened?
Who?
Old girl that you was over here fucking.
Snap who's neck?
You.
We said, what if? We didn't say she was going to. We said,
Shorty was
what
over here stalking
if?
you and you ain't
She
even
was
give her
stalking
no
you for a
information.
I mean, you're right. She probably parked up outside my door and tried with binoculars looking through my window. Probably, I don't know.
Listen, can't put nothing past nobody, man.
Facts.
Not first, because my dorm room was like right by like the street. So I had like the corner room. So I have a big ass window. And my window always stay open. And when I'm in my room, I don't wear fucking clothes. I be just in my drawers. So she
As
probably,
most people.
yeah, so she probably just be looking.
Getting a view.
Yeah, so you was preparing for this basically.
Yes, he was.
You knew what
Yes,
you was
he
doing.
He knew exactly what he was doing. He ain't had no stalker.
Okay.
Fuck out of here.
Right now, I'm starting to think she wasn't a stalker.
Tight, like,
He not saying the whole
he
story
was being
right now.
lusty, and she was falling for it. And after a while,
No, I didn't
he
say
was
I
like,
was
I'm
doing
not
that.
interested.
I say she probably was. I didn't say she did that.
Mm-hmm.
Zara, any comment?
I got fans.
Listen.
Oh gosh.
Oh God, here we go. Lord.
Listen, I seen the shit happen firsthand, so.
What you mean? You
can't
seen
even
but
say
just
that.
stalk him first?
Not him personally.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about that shit.
Yo, look at his
No.
Nah,
But I'm
it was
saying
just-
like
zero name,
being like seeing girls like stalking athletes like that. That shit is real, especially after a game. I was shocked when I first seen it because I thought that was that TV shit. But then I went away to school and I was like, oh, this is what happens. Oh,
Now
y'all
she
bitches
pulled up to
is
other
for
games
real.
too.
Never in my life.
You lying.
She
You
pulled up.
got
She
to
pulled
be
up the
lying
home
now.
games like that I had at my school, and like if there's like two other schools that we played against that was near her, it's like 45 minutes away. Another one was like another hour, like an hour drive. She would pull up to them games.
Nah, your dick must be made of gold. 'Cause
Facts.
that's
Facts.
ridiculous.
Facts. That's
I'm dead.
ridiculous.
Ain't no dick in the
Stupid.
world that's
Ain't
gonna
no
have
dick in
me
the
out
world
here
about to
wilding
make
like
you do
that.
Sorry.
Fuck it.
No, I don't care if it's Trey Songz. It's not going down.
Sis ain't even know his social
She didn't
security
even know
number,
him.
his parents'
And she's stalking
name,
this nigga.
and stalking this nigga
Like, fam, you ain't got no
like this was about to get you a wedding ring. Okay.
But little does she know he's not even interested.
Nigga had a whole kid. He don't know.
He don't want you, mom.
He don't want you.
I didn't hide my kid either, cause she found my Instagram. My son be on my Instagram from birth. I didn't hide that nigga.
Listen, God forbid she starts stalking you again because we just brought her up. But anyway,
Shit, let's, you know what?
she gonna pop up at your dealership. You gonna be tight.
I'll hardly be there, so it ain't no problem.
It's
I-
not-
I
You know
stay-
what?
I hardly be at my office. I'll be staying home. I'll be at the crib
Chilling.
all the time.
I hear that. Where are you from? I mean, where are you from? Where do you live?
Don't say that out loud. Stalker might be listening.
Down the block.
Down the block. Like literally, down the block.
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been there?
2 years. I bought this house, renovated it, all that. People running out downstairs. I live upstairs. You know? My shit
Living your
lit.
best life. I hear that.
Huh?
Why
Simple.
didn't you continue being an athlete?
But soccer didn't pay bread here at the time. So I was just like, I could make more money doing what I did. Because in college, I finished early with my bachelor's in math. I wanted to do engineering first, but then they scrapped the engineering program, so I just did math. So because I finished early, I was just like, alright, let me see how far I could go. So I decided to pick up a whole nother major, which was accounting. And then because I had so many math credits that you could use towards accounting, I was like, fuck it, I could finish quick with this too. So let me do my master's for math at the same time. So I doubled up. So where most people did like 18 credits a semester, I did 28. Remember? And I had a kid at the time. Just
Did you
started.
sleep?
Huh?
No, that's why he don't sleep now. He alright?
No, I'll tell you, I had a kid at the time.
Listen, I had 20 credit semesters and 2 jobs, so I know.
Nigga, I was on the same boat. Actually, 3 jobs. We really would get technical.
Kid, student, athlete, and started my first business. I had no time for no bullshit. But then, like,
let's not say that because you had stalkers and you fucked.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
you had time.
Yeah.
You just got time for shit you want.
Right. But got all that done. Got my master's and my bachelor's in accounting. And then I worked for Merrill Lynch for a little bit on Wall Street, and then I was just like,
how was that experience?
cutthroat as fuck, I'll tell you that.
Damn.
Yeah. It's like working with a bunch of fucking genius degenerates.
Damn.
And you make a fuckload of money. A lot of it was, you know, not above board, but, you know, Wall Street. That's when I was like groomed and shit. And I have a beard and I actually brushed my hair in the mornings. Because my hair was low. I had waves and shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah.
Show him on his Instagram. I'm sure it's there.
What?
Your waves.
I was about to say, I'm not the stalker. I can't find his
At all?
Instagram
Nah.
like that.
This is like my 3rd Instagram. So this
So
one's
you
like
really
fresh.
recycle Instagram?
It's a recycle. Just when I delete it, I really start over. Like start over from scratch, no followers, no nothing.
But why though? Why do all that?
Sometimes I just need to go ghost for a little bit.
So
Why
you
you can't
just
do
don't
that with just
deactivate it instead?
deactivating or logging out and deleting the app?
I just deleted everything.
I guess. Now, where'd you get him from?
Told you return to Simba.
Where'd you get this guy from?
BRT weekend.
No.
Should have left him there. No, I'm joking.
Damn.
I'm dead.
Nah, if you would have left him there, we wouldn't have had this funny conversation.
Facts.
Exactly.
Can't do that.
The facts. That would have been whack. I actually like it. This is funny. So Zara, anything on the agenda list you want to talk about next? I see something that I want to talk about, but I feel like I talked about it.
Yeah, because she not talking.
Facts
Wow.
at all. And I don't understand
definitely
why.
Responding
Like,
to everything. That's crazy. Like,
no, you're not
You're fine when
talking.
you're not talking.
what do you mean
You're
I'm
supposed
not
to be talking to us.
I am
Like, tell us
talking.
what's good
But
with
like
your
every
life.
time y'all coming at him every 10 seconds, what I'm supposed to
Who
do?
y'all?
Y'all too.
Wow.
You could get in on it.
No.
You're crushing them damn Cheetos.
Yep. Absolutely.
I don't know why she
No
pointed
Bev.
at me like
You
I'm
got
on the
no
show.
Bev.
How you know?
I don't know. I didn't see you no Bev. You crushing the
Don't
Cheetos,
watch
just
me.
sucking them shit.
Hi.
I know which one you want to talk about.
You already know. So go ahead. Say it.
I'm
Go ahead, say it. Go ahead on what you just said.
gonna pose it like how you pose it. So, have you ever told a girl that you was pleasuring yourself to a picture of her or a video of her?
Told her?
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Why?
What do you mean?
Why? Why are you telling? Why are you?
First of
Why
all, I
do
ain't
you
got
feel
no
like
shame.
sharing that information?
First of all, I ain't got no shame.
Oh, we figured that out.
We figured that we figured that about an hour ago. You feel me?
Yo,
I'm like,
I'm
nah.
crying.
Well, not picture. Video. Yeah. Well, you sent me a video. You sent me a video for a reason. I'm gonna tell you, yo, that shit lit. And she's like, oh, how is it? I'm like, I'll beat my shit. That's a compliment to you.
So now, what if it was the other way around?
What?
If a girl is told you that she got off to a picture or video
Oh, I
of
feel
you.
good about myself.
What?
I feel good about myself.
So would you want to know that if it happens every time, or just that
Every
she
single
does
time?
it in
You
general?
don't even tell me every single time. What you told me, like, I'm like,
You guys are so weird. You guys are very weird.
Bri?
Hell fucking yeah, I feel like that's fucking weird. Don't tell me that you're jerking off on my picture. Like, that's weird. Like, I don't want to know that.
So you rather I tell you I just beat my shit to some point?
I would rather you not tell me anything, to be honest. If I'm not sitting on it, what are we having a conversation about your dick for?
Heard.
I'm just saying. Like, I'm not sitting on it. You're not coming over so I can sit on
So
it.
you got-
I'm not coming over to sit on it. So why are we talking about you jerking off of my picture?
So you got a problem if like you catch him and beating this shit?
No, I don't have an issue with it, but I don't want you to tell me that you did it. Like, that's a little weird to me. Like, I don't want you to tell me. Like, I don't mind you doing it, but I don't
What?
want you to tell me.
You would hit me in the morning and be like, Sheem, what you just did? I thought I just woke up and I came across that video you sent me. I just beat shit off my dick. Boy, listen.
I cannot. Zara, do you feel like that's weird when niggas share that they jerked off of your picture?
I feel like it'd be weird if we don't even fuck around like that.
What do you mean?
Like, okay.
But what he doing with your pictures and videos?
Let's not say that, because there's been niggas that have jerked off to a video that I have on Instagram. So let's not do that.
Okay, see, that's different.
That's
them niggas.
weird.
That's
different.
weird.
That's
See, now,
that's
you-
why I say
When you
I don't want
spin
you to
it
tell
like
me at
that,
all. Like,
that's
don't-
weird. If you just see
Nah.
a regular picture of me,
I've had
and it's
niggas
like,
that
it's my face,
screenshot
or
my
if it's
pictures
like-
and send it to me in a text message and be like, "Oh, you look mad good."
Yes,
here." Like, why
yes,
are you screenshotting?
yes,
Why
yes,
are you screenshotting my
yes.
pictures?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I don't find that strange. Like, if you go on my Instagram and see a picture of me and screenshot and be like, "Oh, you look really beautiful in this picture," like.
But you're
No,
keeping
but you're
that
not
in your
saying you're
phone.
looking
You
real
could have
good.
just wrote that on the picture
But what if he
itself.
wants to keep that picture of you? Like, if it's somebody that you talking to.
And this is why Zara is prone to stalkers.
Oh,
No, but I'm
talking
saying,
to
listen,
Prone to
okay.
stalkers.
If I'm talking to somebody like that and they have a picture of me, I don't find that as weird, because I don't think it's weird that you have a picture of somebody you like. You have a picture in your phone of this girl, she looks good.
No, okay.
Well,
In-
guy people have-
I could just ask you for it.
What's the
no,
difference?
see, no, but in
What you
my
mean, what's the
case,
difference?
the boy had a girlfriend and he's over here sending
Okay,
me
well, that's
screenshots of my
different.
pictures like, "Oh, you look mad good."
Yeah,
here."
that's
Why are you
different. But I'm
screenshotting
saying, like,
my
if I'm talking to
pictures?
some-
Like
Like,
that has happened plenty of times.
Like, if I, okay, for
That-
example,
that-
like, if I was to ever have gone through Philip's phone and he had pictures of
Oh, we
me in
call
there.
names.
Whoa, we
Instagram.
saying
call
names?
names.
We
We
saying
call
names?
names.
What? I don't care anymore. I'm just saying, if he had pictures of me in his phone, I wouldn't find that weird, because we had a relationship. So if you want to,
But
think I
I'm
would-
saying
wait,
if y'all
pause.
not in a
No,
relationship
no.
like at
LaShawn,
all.
LaShawn, I need you to stop. LaShawn, I need you to stop.
My-
Zara
this
just admitted that she was in a relationship with Philip.
Oh God,
At the
please
end of
let
the
this
day-
go. Let this go.
At the end of the day,
I'm not even gonna
Instagram.
ask who was.
You don't need.
You
He's
don't-
a
you
waste
don't
of
need-
space.
At the
He's
end
a
of
waste
the
of
day,
space.
Irrelevant.
Instagram is. I feel like Instagram is public, so people are gonna do that shit regardless or not. Like, you don't know who be screenshotting, who picture, who what. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if somebody I like screenshots and sends it to me, I'm like, all right, cool. That means you actually was looking through my Instagram and you think I look cute. To me.
Okay.
Now whether. Like, if we don't talk like that, and like, or like his situation, like, you just found me some kind of way, or if it's somebody like, oh, he hits me up, it's like, oh, Bri, I'm Bri's friend, and she gave me the alley oop or whatever, and then it's like you randomly send me a picture of me, I'm gonna be like, okay, but if I have regular conversations with you and stuff, and we both like each other, I don't find that strange.
Speaking of alley-oops, would I be wrong to put a friend onto somebody that has tried to talk to me before?
No.
No.
Fuck it.
Zara?
No, I don't think so.
Why do you
tried
look
and failed.
unsure?
Because I'm trying to think, like, is that really weird?
No harm, no foul.
No, not really. I mean, I think the only thing would be weird is if it's like somebody that you know is like really, really, really on you, and you trying to like have them be on your friend. Like, I don't think it's weird. It just can get a little awkward, but
How you figure?
okay, because depending on how much this person is really into you, it could go a lot. Like, to the extreme, it could be like they talk about you to the person all the time. Or they could compare this girl to you all the time. Or they can end up, you know what I'm saying? Or end up trying to mold this girl into being you. That's an extreme.
Okay.
But it could just be awkward where it's like, you know, when they're fine together, but then like if you come around, then you just notice a little shift in his behavior because it's like, oh, shit, Bri's around. But like, you know, when they two are together, like it's all fine and dandy. But then, you know, when you have that whole situation where it's that one person that you really wanted is around, it's like everybody else go out the window.
That's not like some obsession shit.
That's not obsession.
Borderline.
How?
If you were trying to mold,
that's like no. I said that's the extreme. But the second part is what I said is, let's say it's like.
But that's what like the person was like really into the person from jump but she was saying just like somebody that tried to talk to her and failed. Yeah,
you don't. But okay, just because he tried to talk to, we don't know what he's thinking in his head about how he feels about her.
I want to fuck.
Okay, that's what he's telling you. But he
no. He don't have to say that.
Right, but what I'm saying is, he could have a whole shrine to you in his house, and still not act like, you know what I'm saying. Like it doesn't matter what he's saying to you. I'm saying that's why I said that part is the extreme because we don't actually know how this person feels about you, regardless of what they say.
But a shrine in the house. That's why he's not gonna come. If you got a shrine in the house, you're not gonna be like, I want to fuck.
No, people are weird.
Well, not with a shrine in your house.
Yes, that's not the epitome of weird.
Yeah, but no, I don't mean like you're not gonna have a shrine in your house and then hit the person like I want to fuck.
Why not?
No.
Nah, I'm gonna have to agree with him on that. You're not gonna just want just a physical like relationship from somebody that
right.
You got
but at the same time, if that person has been studying you that much to know that they have a shrine in your house, they